Hi, today I want to talk about something very real. Recently, in one of my coaching calls, a client shared something that I feel many of us silently struggle. He said, Pradeep, I think I'm a socially awkward person. He called himself an introvert. He said that he's not comfortable interacting with people, even if he's meeting one on one somebody. It makes him feel awkward. And in gatherings, he prefers to stay quiet. He keeps his thoughts, ideas, even his beliefs to himself. And of course, I asked him, why? Why do you think that? And what makes you feel, I asked him, what makes you feel conscious and what makes you feel uncomfortable? And his answer was very interesting. He said, the minute I say something, I start thinking about how the other person will perceive me. Will they like me? Will they think I'm trying to be over smart? Or will they think this I'm speaking from ego? And if there are 10 people, oh God, I start thinking on behalf of all 10 people. And because this is such a tedious task, it's so exhausting, he prefers to stay silent. And I wonder how many amongst us are doing the same thing. And what I gathered from this conversation is that maybe he's not socially awkward, maybe he's just mentally exhausted because he's constantly trying to manage everyone's perception of him. And here's the truth, that's an impossible job. Somewhere in his life, maybe he learned that it is his responsibility to be acceptable by everyone. And I see this so often. We hold back our ideas, we don't speak our heart out, we don't share our views, even when they are coming from a very good place, simply because we are scared of how we will be perceived by the others. But here is what I explained to him. I said, perception management does not mean controlling how people see you. It simply means understanding that you cannot control how people see you. It's so powerful, I'm going to repeat it. Perception management does not mean controlling how people see you. It simply means understanding that you cannot control how people see you. Now, let me give you an example. Imagine someone comes to meet you and the person is wearing red glasses. They look at you and they say, "Hey, you look red." But you're not red. They are wearing red glasses. Their perception is coming from their lens and not your reality. Now, this does not mean people are always judging you or misunderstanding. What it simply means is that every person sees you through their own life experiences, their upbringing, their culture, their own insecurities, and their beliefs. So, if you spend your life trying to manage everyone's perception, you will never live your own life. And this is where we need to shift our focus. Instead of asking, how will they perceive me? Maybe it's a good idea to start asking, how do I perceive myself? Because if there is a self doubt inside you, you will be constantly looking for approval outside, validation outside. If you're not confident in your own intentions, you will overthink how others will interpret them. But when you're clear, something changes. Something changes around you within you. You speak with calmness. You learn to express without fear. You don't become aggressive or loud. You simply become grounded. And this is not about becoming extrovert. This is about becoming free. And I also told him something very important. In your life, you will meet hundreds and thousands and maybe millions of people. Do you think it's possible to manage everybody's perception of you? Even if your intention is pure, someone will misunderstand you. Even if your words are kind, someone will get triggered because their perception is shaped by their past and not your present. If someone's perception does not, it's just that someone's perception doesn't have to become your reality and shape your reality. And this realization, I feel, is empowering. Because the moment you stop managing everyone's perception, your energy comes back to you. You stop performing. You stop overthinking. You stop editing your personality. And what you do is you start living. Now, that does not mean you become careless or insensitive. It simply means you become authentic. You listen, you communicate, you respect, but you do not abandon yourself in this whole process. So, if you feel socially awkward, I want you to reflect today, sit with it today. Are you really awkward, or are you trying to carry the responsibility of everyone's emotions and opinion around you? And if that's the case, maybe it's time to release that burden, because your job is not to be perfect. Your job is to be present. Your job is not to be liked by everyone. Your job is to be aligned with yourself. And you know what is so magical about this whole process? When you stop trying so hard to be accepted, you would see people actually feel more comfortable around you, because authenticity creates safety. So today, I want to leave you with one simple reflection. Where in your life are you silent because of the fear of someone's perception? And what would change if you trusted your own intentions more than other person's opinion? If this message resonates with you, share it with someone who may need to hear this today. And in the comments, please tell me if what is that one thing you have been holding back because of the fear how people will perceive you. Let's talk about it. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening to me. I will see you soon in the next video. Bye.